Welcome to the Depth Dive. We get you informed, maybe make you chuckle a bit. Today we're tackling some really intriguing stuff you asked about. We're talking hidden cathedral secrets, bone labyrinths.
Churches as machines, lost maps of Jerusalem, even mythical continents, and skull rituals. Quite the list.
It really is.
So our job today is to kind of peel back these layers, see what's verifiable history, what's more theory, and find out what's really going on beneath our feet.
Let's dive in. Okay, first up. Cathedrals built on older, more ancient sites. It sounds like something from a novel. What's the actual story there? Is it common?
Oh, it's absolutely real and, yeah, incredibly common. It's a practice stretching way back. Many famous cathedrals sit right on top of previous structures. Think of the Basilica of San Clemente in Rome. It's amazing. You go down, and there's the 12th century church.
Right.
Then below that, the 4th century one. And below that, 1st century Roman buildings, including, get this, an old temple to Mithras.
Wow. So layers of history literally stacked. It's not just coincidence then, it's deliberate.
Exactly. It's about continuity, or sometimes appropriation. Planting your sacred space firmly on top of another one sends a pretty powerful message, you know.
Establishing dominance, maybe, or just inheriting the sacredness of the spot.
Could be both. We see it everywhere. Chartres Cathedral in France, built on land long considered sacred by ancient Druids. Or look at the Church of San Pablo down in Mitla, Mexico. It sits over this huge Zapotec complex, sort of an underworld labyrinth. Missionaries sealed it up later on.
Sealed it up. Incredible. So, history buried, quite literally, beneath your feet. Which brings us to the next point. These labyrinths of bones arranged in precise patterns. Is that real or just a spooky story?
Oh, it's very real. Precisely arranged bones are definitely a thing. The Paris catacombs are probably the most famous example. We're talking, 6 million people's remains. Starting around 1810, they began arranging the bones. Skulls, femurs, all stacked in patterns, walls.
6 million. Why? Just to tidy up, or was there more to it?
Well, it started as a practical solution to overflowing cemeteries. But then it became, almost an art form. A public display. Macabre, maybe, but organized.
So less of a hidden secret, more of a public statement.
Precisely. And it's not unique to Paris. Lots of European ossuaries do this. Sedlec in Czechia, the Capela dos Ossos in Évora, Portugal. They use bones decoratively. It's all about memento mori.
That Latin phrase, remember you will die.
Exactly. A very direct, very public reminder. Now, ancient sites like Malta's Il Saflini Hypogeum, that's different. Thousands of remains. Intentional skull use. That seems more ritualistic about dealing with death itself, not some hidden code.
Okay, so we have history and human remains literally underfoot. But what about this idea of churches or ancient sites being machines? That sounds like sci-fi. Are we talking gears and levers?
No, not literal machines. It's more metaphorical, but rooted in some fascinating science. Acoustics, mainly. Research into places like the Hypogeum in Malta or Newgrange in Ireland shows they have specific resonant frequencies, often around 110, 112 hertz.
Wait, hang on. They tuned the buildings. Without modern tech, how and why?
It seems so. The thinking is it wasn't accidental. That frequency range, it can actually affect brainwaves, induce meditative states, maybe heighten spiritual experiences during rituals.
Seriously? So the building itself could alter your state of mind?
That's the theory.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a kind of machine for spiritual experience. A sophisticated use of sound and architecture. Psychoacoustics, basically.
That's mind-blowing, actually. Ancient sound tech. Okay, shifting gears slightly. What about lost knowledge? Specifically, lost maps of Jerusalem bombed out of existence. Is there truth to that?
Well, ancient maps of Jerusalem definitely exist. The Madaba map from the 6th century is a fantastic example that's still around.
Yeah.
Now, did records get lost? Absolutely. The Roman destruction in 70 CE was catastrophic. Huge amounts of history just gone. But there's no real evidence of some later systematic bombing or suppression aimed specifically at destroying all old maps of Jerusalem. The key thing isn't a conspiracy, it's how central Jerusalem was, symbolically, often shown as the literal center of the world on maps.
So the maps were more about belief than just geography.
Very much so, which leads us nicely to, mythical continents. Mu, Atlantis, often tied to the Garden of Eden. Any geological legs to stand on there?
Ah, Mu, popularized by James Churchward, right, claiming it was the cradle of civilization.
That's the one. Look, from a scientific standpoint, geologically, it's considered pseudoscience. The idea of a massive Pacific continent sinking like that is, physically impossible based on what we know about plate tectonics.
It's a complete fantasy.
Pretty much. But it speaks volumes, doesn't it? About our desire for these grand origin stories. A lost golden age, the Garden of Eden. We want to fill in the blanks.
Yeah, that need for a simple, all-encompassing explanation is powerful, even if it's not real. Okay, final point, circling back to bones. Skull rituals, and that phrase, "What we are now, you shall be." Secret code, message from a hidden group.
We know skull rituals happen, like at the Hypogeum. But that phrase, "What we are now, you shall be," that's pure memento mori. Again, so not secret at all. Not in the slightest. It's one of those common epitaphs you'll find, especially near ossuaries or on old tombstones. Think Evora's Chapel of Bones again. It's right there, plain as day. It's a public warning, a universal truth about mortality. It's meant to be seen, to make you think. Way more direct than any hidden code.
So wrapping this all up then, the idea of a system still operating today, pulling strings from beneath, is maybe not what some people imagine.
Right. It's not really about a hidden conspiracy. It seems to be more about the enduring human condition. Our connection to place, how we grapple with death, how we make meaning, how we build on the past.
Layer upon layer of history and belief.
Exactly. That's the system still operating. It's us, it's culture, it's memory.
That makes sense. So here's a final thought for you listening. Next time you're near an old church, a ruin, any ancient site, think beyond what you can see. Consider those invisible echoes, the layers of belief, the messages about life and death embedded in the very stones beneath your feet. How might that deep, deep history still be shaping your world right now?